Hey guys, and sure, welcome back to another video. As we all know, the game was updated about 2 days ago, and it added some new 1942 weapons to Portal. I think they also rebalanced every single 1942 weapon secretly, but you know, that's fine. DICE just does that regularly. The STG used to 3-shot across the entire map, and now it absolutely does not do that. So I do think they probably rebalanced a lot of the 1942 weapons. That's not the point of this video, though. Point of this video is a lot of the 1942 weapons are just broken, including some of the new ones in very funny ways. So we'll go over that, and then I'll give my thoughts on the new 1942 mode with some gameplay. There's a 1942 Rendezvous mode, which is basically 1942 weapons, vehicles, and classes in 2042 Conquest and Rush, and it's actually pretty good. But let's just start going over things here. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders, and I'll be playing in a $20,000 Gundam Evolution qualifier tournament this Saturday and Sunday, so be sure to check that out. It's going to be completely nuts and intense. So anyway, we have the Thompson here. What do you notice when I aim in? So pay attention to the center of my crosshair, right? What do you notice when I aim in? Have some of you guessed it, right? So it's just completely off-center. Like, this sight is completely off-center. And that's not it, because this sight's also completely off-center. So both of these sights are off-center. And let's compare that to the iron sights here. Right? That's actually centered, and that's fine. So the Thompson's just completely... Just don't use that. Both of those sights are broken. If you use the Thompson, use the iron sights. Let's go to a new weapon. Let's go to the number 4 sniper. Actually, I have the M1 Garand sniper here equipped. Let's go to that. So M1 Garand sniper. I think it's called like the M1C or the M1D or something in real life. I don't know what it's called. But what do you notice about that? Look at the crosshair. Look where the bullet hit, right? I'll do that again. I'll do that again. Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's not center dice. That's not how that works. You gotta zero the rifles before you hand them to people, okay? It's not good. And if you thought that it was the end of it, well, no, of course that's not the end of it. Let's go take the number 4 sniper. All right, let's take a look at this. Surely, I mean, this is a, what, 6x scope? A sniper, it's gotta be accurate. Did the same thing. To me, it's just completely off-center. So a lot of these weapons, for whatever reason, their sights are misaligned, and this has been a common problem with Battlefield 2042 weapons, particularly Portal weapons, and I'm not sure why, because you'd think they would, like, boot the game up and then aim down sights and shoot something, be like, oh, I mean, it's just totally not hitting where I'm shooting it. We should probably move the sight, like, up and to the fucking left. But no, they don't do that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, they don't do that. So, a lot of these weapons just have off-center sights. Now, let's get into the second half of this video. Oh, and one more thing before I get into the other stuff is there's about a 50 to 60% chance that whenever you try to aim down sights with a NIDAR sight in any of these 1942 weapons, you just can't see anything at all. Like, look at this screenshot, right? Like, what am I supposed to do with that, DICE? I can't see anything. So aside from the 1942 weapons being largely bugged and unusable, this 1942 Rendezvous limited time mode is actually pretty fun. It's an interesting take on the base game maps of Battlefield 2042. You're basically playing 1942 weapons, classes, and all that sort of stuff on 2042 base game maps on Conquest and Rush. And the entire pacing of the game is completely changed. Rotations are completely changed, like the timings are completely changed. Just everything about how the game plays is completely changed. It's a lot slower and a lot more like quote-unquote methodical or whatever you want to say. The movement is 2042 movement, so it's just an interesting combination of things. One thing I will say, though, I absolutely love the fact that there's an actual class system that restricts weapon usage and gadget usage between the classes. It just makes the game so much more readable, and I'm actually kind of excited to see how Battlefield 2042 plays when the class system update gets pushed, and I think that's coming in 3.2 along with the new breakaway map rework. But when I play this 1942 Rendezvous mode, the class system really does just sort of flush the game out and make it way more predictable and fun to play, because when I look at a medic, I know that he's not going to pull out a rocket launcher. Or when I look at an engineer, I know that if I'm in a vehicle, an engineer is going to be the guy to go to if I want repairs, right? Like, it adds readability to the game, right? And I think the 2042 base game really lacks that, and the class update, people are sleeping on it a little bit. I've seen people actually complain that they don't want classes in the base game of Battlefield 2042, and I think the best thing to do there is just completely ignore those people. I think the class update coming in 3.2 will actually substantially change the way 2042 plays, and the proof is in the pudding, right? Because I think longtime Battlefield players know that this is the case when it comes to the class system. Other than that, ever since the most recent update that addressed the recoil bug partially, the game has been more enjoyable for me to play. You're just allowed to have more confidence in gunfights because you're not basically pulling through a wall of recoil, and just feels way better. And I think the general consensus on that is that it does feel way better. I do think they might have to increase recoil, though. That's one thing. I know Beyerdynamic, if you're watching this, he probably doesn't want me to say that, but I would anticipate them to probably increase recoil across the board for all weapons, because felt recoil after the patch is significantly less. And keep in mind, that's not because they actually reduced recoil. This is the recoil that we should have felt for the entire time, and it's just the bugged recoil that we're not feeling anymore. So yeah, I'm planning a tournament this Saturday. Make sure to follow my Twitch channel. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be awesome. It's for a $20,000 tournament in March. We should be able to qualify for that. We won the last qualifier undefeated, and we're in a pretty good standing in the ladder. So I hope to see some of you guys there. That's Saturday and Sunday, I think at 1 p.m. EST. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later.